Good morning and good afternoon and good evening, you wonderful friends. This is your pal Edward here for our next live webinar for early January 2017. Now, you might be listening to this webinar live on the line tonight, or actually, you could be listening to the recording of this sometime in the distant future. Either way, welcome. Thank you. Great having you here. Great having you listen in. And I'm here to give you some amazing ideas to help you. Now, we've had an amazing turnout tonight already for those live on the line tonight. It is absolutely fantastic having you all here. And just first things first, please ask questions. You've got a little chat box. And if you're listening to this in the future, give me a phone call or shoot me an email. So anyway, here we are, friends. We're here in 2017. The year has begun and we're all completely excited. Now, one thing I just want to mention up front is my awesome wife is in the other room. And we have a beautiful newborn baby girl by the name of Madison from the 23rd of December. She might cry at some point, so I just want to apologize in advance. So hopefully she won't go completely crazy. But she's a good girl. She knows Daddy's busy talking to awesome people around Sydney. But just I've got to apologize in advance if my young new baby girl Madison, who's just amazing, cries. But my awesome wife Lassie is keeping her in check. Anyway, let's get into it, friends, and let's take it from there. Now, what you'll notice that when I talk about marketing is that I always talk about marketing in the important context of high return. And it's very important, actually, and I do that for a lot of reasons. What is very important is that, and I learned this earlier on in my marketing career, weak marketing people, and I'm talking about full-time marketing managers and directors like I used to be before I started my business some years ago. Full-time marketing managers, the good ones and the bad ones, the good ones are the ones who understand how money is made. They all understand what a return is. The bad ones are all those ones that don't care how much money they spend. They're just obsessed with how many sales they bring in or how much revenue they bring in. Now, what I'm talking about here, and I'm just going to level with you straight, I'm not a multimillionaire just yet. Certainly on the way there. I, like all of you, have bills to pay and now children to feed and all that sort of thing. And what's very important about all that is, to me, high return is everything. Low cost and high return marketing strategies. And there's two ways in which I mean return. One context I mean return in is in terms of, and cost, is cost of money and cost of time. They're some of the two greatest inputs that I want to sort of discuss tonight. Now, a lot of the strategies I'm going to present, I'm going to mean it from that context because it's incredibly important. And tonight, I want to help you do this, friends. So tune in, buckle in. I want to help you get more profitable, high-value clients. I want you to increase your revenue. And I want you to get more time for what you love and your family. Now, just to let you know, I am completely here to help. We're all here to help. This recording is my gift to you. You might be listening to this in Marketing Vault. And of course, if you need me, you can hire me right at the end. And I love being shared on Facebook and all that. Now, there's a lot of people on here I haven't met yet. Some of you I have. I see Calvin. I can see Wayne. I can see a few other people, Alana. But all these other people I haven't met yet. Audrey, I can see you there. For the people I haven't met, this is me, Edward's here. I'm the good-looking guy at the top right. I've generated over $100 million Australian for my clients over the years. I've worked with thousands and helped many go from 0 to 6 figures in less than 12 months. I've got a postgraduate in marketing from Monash University. I'm a fellow certified practicing marketer at the Australian Marketing Institute. I'm ex-military and Fed. And the thing I want to sort of highlight here is every week, and you'll know this if you follow me on Facebook, I hit new events across town basically every week, actually pretty much every week, even over leave. Now, the reason why I bring up that last point is that I'm always out there keeping an eye on what's new and what's going down. Also as well, don't panic. You're getting the recording. I'll send it out. If you're in my database, you'll get it tomorrow. If you want a copy of these slides, please email me. I'd love to share them with you. And I've got a lot of free materials that can really help you as well. And just to point out as well, this is general educational advice. So please don't watch this webinar and then go off and spend heaps of money, as if I even suggest that, and do something crazy. Please feel free to talk to me first, just so I can make sure that you're all on track and you're completely in the zone. It's very important. Now, as I talk through the strategies that we're going to talk about tonight, in terms of 2017 succeeding, whether you like it or not, it does take time to get a client, because at the end of the day, people start off as interested, they become fans, they turn to customers, and one day they become advocates. Basically, what this means is going from someone who likes hearing about your company, is interested in what you have to say, right through to the other extreme, where they come people that not only hire you, but they promote you, they're your cheerleaders. You get a whole continuum of amazing people there. Now, the reason why I bring this up is that when it comes to your marketing strategies, some marketing strategies work quicker than others, and it's good to keep that in time and in context so you can get it all right. It's one point I just want to use to preface what we're doing. The second point is as well, you may not be able to read this, you might have to stop at the recording, but this is some internal sales thoughts from Caltex. And at the bottom, it has this point. Your customer is a person who brings you their wants. It's your job to handle them profitably to them and yourself. It's all about you acting in a profitable way. The third point I want to make to preface what we're going to go through tonight is that your marketing is only as good as the quality of your business. So if you've got problems in your business, problems with your quality, please fix that first. Because if you've got a great business, man, marketing is easy. Makes my job easy. It makes me training you guys a lot easier. And of course, as well, the final point before we get in the detail is abundance thinking. This is basically the mindset of you can achieve more, you're going to be progressive, and it's a mindset of overcoming problems. Now, there's some of the strategic points I want to put back there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get the top strategies. And if you've got any questions, please ask. Now's the time to get in your questions, get in your points. We've got Cameron tonight. Cameron's going to share some of his ideas with us tonight, and we're going to go through some of his thinking. Good to see you there, Cameron. Welcome. And I want to talk you through this. Now, when I started my business, I built it from a shoestring budget because I really had no choice. And a lot of us do start in that position. We start off with no money. We have to build it from a shoestring budget to get successful in what we're doing. I will go over this again and again, my wonderful friends. Profitability is everything. I want you to act in a profitable manner, and I want you to get clients as quickly as possible. Now, the reality is that it does take you time to get clients. I can't really think of any strategies that will get you a bunch of clients within the next 45 minutes. But what I can do is suggest a range of strategies that will help you get more clients as quickly as possible. And that is absolutely critical in itself. Now, what I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about my own massive wins from 2016, because ultimately theory, I've got, honors level and everything. Theory, I know what I'm doing inside out. What I want to talk about, though, is what we actually did, what actually are our results. Because I'll tell you what, reality is everything here. Now, when I talk about wins, I'm not saying wins in terms of me feeling closer to God or some kind of spiritual win or me feeling a tenth of the cheese burn or something like that. No, I'm being satirical. I mean, when I say wins, I mean actual measurable wins, as in new clients resulting in actual money. And this is what I want to go through. You may have seen me talk about these before. Our 10 favorite high return, low cost marketing strategies. These are the latest ones. I've actually updated some of these and I've got some new findings in them. So let's go through them, shall we, very awesome friends, because this is going to pave the way for an amazing 2017. And as I go through it, I'm going to talk about what I learned in 2016 as well. So even though some of the slides might be similar to previous, I'm going to be going through things slightly differently. And of course, friends, if you're on the line tonight, please get me through your questions. Now, number one, I talk about this all the time. I spent a bit of time updating this actually. Your marketing edge. You may have heard me talk about this before, and what it basically means is that people, when it comes to hiring someone to help them, people don't hire average, people like hiring the best for the best value. Now, your edge is basically your messaging, what your business stands for. It is why your business is the best and you are the top choice. You got to get your message perfect. Now, before you jump on Facebook and you go to networking events and you print business cards and you spend $8 grand, updating your website like I did last year and doing all this crazy stuff, it's really important to actually think through your marketing edge, because I tell you what, when you get your wording right and your messaging right, it makes the rest of the business just fly. Now, I'm being controversial again. Hopefully no one will drop the webinar. Who is this guy? This has to be, if there's a marketing message on the planet that everyone knew about, we've got here, make America great again. Now, in all seriousness, I actually ran a seminar on this, and love or hate Donald Trump, he's one of the marketing experts of the planet, right? And what was fascinating about it was I actually did a poll just before the election, the American election, that is. And I actually said to a bunch of people, 25 people in a room, what was Donald Trump's tagline and what was Hillary Clinton's tagline? Out of 25 people, everyone said, make America great again. No one knew what Hillary's was. Not even one person in the room. Even people who were pro-Hillary Clinton in the room did not know her tagline, which is stronger together, right? Or maybe easily forgettable is a better way of putting it. Now, the reason why I'm saying that, and I'm using a bit of a controversial example here, is love or hate Donald Trump, he nailed the election. And his tagline was very, very strong. He even got it trademarked, I understand. Make America great again. Everyone loved it because whether you're black, white, Latino, Middle Eastern like me or whatever, everyone resonated with that message. And it's just so simple. And that edge was part of what brought him to victory. Now, ironically, I've got another American example. Well, it's actually Australian. I was actually here literally half an hour ago. I had to do an urgent nappy run with our awesome baby girl. Costco wholesale. Now, I've become a bit of a Costco buff lately, right? Especially becoming a family man. And here's a photo of Costco. Now, you notice that Costco, the name Costco says it all. Costco. Obviously it's low cost, good value. And wholesale, meaning that you can get big quantities and great value. So the reason why I know these are big, big corporate examples, and the reason why I'm using them, but I really want to use it because I'll tell you this, forget Facebook, LinkedIn, knocking on doors or whatever, my awesome friends. You got to have your edge right. So when you communicate your edge, it really, really resonates with people. I cannot stress this enough, wonderful friends. You got any questions too? I'm going to have a sip of mineral water and eat a blueberry. Got any questions? Ask me now, please. Oh, that is good. I got a bottle of San Pellegrino and, of course, some blueberries right here, which are absolutely fantastic. I offer you a blueberry, but, oh, they're good. I just bought them from Costco, actually, ironically. This is an older one I've used before of a good edge. Microsoft, get more. This is the Surface, like their line of tablets and laptops. Get more done. Make the most of your 24 hours. I've used that one before. Now, just going back, I want you to think about your edge very quickly. And later on, I'll tell you what my edge is as well. It's more clients, more money, more time. And it works really well. Got to have your edge right, and it's really important. If you haven't got your edge right, start working on it. It might take you a few months to get it right. When I came up with my latest edge, which has been revolutionary, it actually took me a few months of just bouncing it around to really nail it. But I got there in the end, which I was really excited about. Okay, number 2, talking about this all the time. I want you all to look fantastic. I want you to have a great logo. I want you to have beautiful colors. And I want you to have that beautiful consistency across your whole business. And I'll tell you what, right? This can make all the difference by itself. You get this right, this sets you up for a massive win. I cannot stress it enough. It is something you want to do incredibly well. You want to get your colors right, your identity right. You want to look beautiful, okay? Now, this is actually an example from one of my awesome Queensland clients. So it's not a big company. This is from a social enterprise, which is actually called Work Restart. Very cool concept. And what it's actually about is actually about people. It's actually about workplace prison opportunities. So you actually produce stuff in prisons. One of my very cool clients from Queensland. Very excited to work with them. Great man. You actually have prison-based facilities. And it's about 2 things. What it is that it's an opportunity to restart lives because people who did the wrong thing, they're in prison. They can help reform themselves through good works. And 2, it gives employers very, very low cost, great quality labor as well. And this is just an example. It's very simple. You got a great shot. It is actually a stock image this one, but it's a really good stock image. And you've got real work opportunities restarting lives. This is just an example from one of their brochures that we worked on. It's very simple and very straightforward, but I just want to get there. You don't have to spend a lot of money. It's not an exercise of who's got the most amount of money. You can do it very cheap. You could even do this on Fiverr if you want to. The point is that it's just simple. It's just straight up. It just makes sense, okay? And I can't stress this enough because it's really important. This is one of my old clients I was very grateful to work with. Did quite a few months of heavy consulting with these guys, Creative Folks IT. They actually made a lot of money out of this. They actually booked into this expo, which cost them many thousands euro to go to, one of the ADMA global conferences. And this is actually their booth that I actually got involved with and helped them get it all right. And this is all them, all smiling. I should send those guys an email, wonderful group of guys. And they actually did incredibly well. They actually did very, very well at this expo because they had a great booth and they really looked the part. So this was something really, really good as well. This is just another example from the actual forum itself. And you can even see a simple banner from IBM. It's black, it's beautiful, black and beautiful, and it's just got simple wording on there. Now, the reason why I'm just bringing this up, and I think I've spent enough time on it, I can't stress this enough. You got to look the part. You got to have great cards. You got to look good. You got to look brilliant. I want you to look brilliant. It is so important. I cannot stress this enough, my wonderful friends. So just putting it out there. Any questions, please ask me because you guys are wonderful. Number 3 is the most powerful high conversion website. Now, I've actually run whole webinars before on actually getting your website right. This is really important. Now, I could spend like 2 hours on this, and I've got my friend Martha, who's an absolute website expert, an amazing character. So she's speaking to us today. We've got a few client websites going through. And this is very important, my friends, because At the end of the day, if you're sending traffic to your website or your lead page and it isn't converting, that's a big problem. And it's actually funny, my next webinar I've decided to do, which will be out in about 2 weeks, is actually on websites and high converting lead pages. So I'm actually going to be talking about creating a high converting website and lead page. Very important. Talking to a very awesome client and friend today. They're actually on the webinar tonight. You know who you are. I think you're wonderful. Very, very important topic, which I'll be dealing with. But this is something that's quite great. Now, this is a shot from my own website. My website's got wonderful conversion. It does really well. It brings me great leads. Now, what's interesting, and I want to point this out, my website actually doesn't bring me a lot of leads. So I'll get 2,000 visits a month, but I only get about 2 or 3 leads a week. I know it doesn't sound like much. But the leads are very high quality. Whenever I get a lead, pretty much they wind up a client. It happens all the time. So what I'm getting at is this is my website. It's not perfect, but it's pretty damn good. I stand right behind it. It's going really well. And what you got on it is it's just straight up. You open the site. What does it say? More clients, more money, more time. That's my tagline. It just really hits people. And you've got the line there. Get more profitable, high-value clients. Direct tagline, makes sense. It hits people. People love it, and it gets them in the zone. It has generated over $100 million in revenue for its clients to help thousands of businesses succeed and multiply their sales. It's very direct, it's very potent, very powerful, and it has just worked beautifully. Okay, so just putting it out there, this has been incredible for me and something I just want to share with all you great people. So this has worked incredibly well. And the reason why I say that is there's different ways of doing it, but when people go to your website, my awesome friends, you want people to have an amazing experience. You want people to know exactly what you stand for and how to go about hiring you. So be it you're selling something online or you're trying to get leads or do a mixture, which is exactly what I'm doing. Any questions, please ask me. You've got such great people, just so quiet and awesome. There's just an example of a blog page on my website, which does incredibly well. It's very good quality, does incredibly well as a blog. Now, this is actually something I'm going to spend a bit of time talking about next time. I'm actually going to be spending a lot of time talking about websites. This is what's called a lead page. Now, what a lead page? And I use a program called leadpages.net.au. leadpages.net. One of the world's biggest lead page companies. And what it actually does is that you can sign up and you can use their templates to build high converting lead pages. Now, what a lead page is, I'm being very technical here, is a page which has basically a singular objective, usually to get leads. So instead of just sending people to your website, like if I wanted to get someone to sign up for tonight's webinar, which you awesome people have, you would have seen a page like this where you go to the page and you can sign up here for everything. Okay, so you could be giving away like an ebook, a physical book. You could be giving away a webinar sign up, opting in a database. There are a lot of different ways you could be using it, and here is a really good example of it. Okay, it's worked incredibly well for me. So I'll be talking a lot about websites next time, but I just want to point that out. You've got to get your website working. Now, talking more to 2013, actually, 2013, what the hell's the matter with me? Talking more to 2016. It was actually, and I spent $7-8 grand, I think it was $8 actually on my website, doing a massive update to it at the start of the year. I don't like spending $8 grand. No one does, but I've got it back, so I'm pretty cool about that. The investment has paid off because by improving the quality of my website, I get more high-value, profitable clients, and I get more successful by doing it. So it's been just fantastic. Now, high-value business networking now, now this has been and listen to me very quickly, awesome friends. This is one of the money shots of the webinar tonight. Over 50% of my revenue has come from Sydney's business chambers. Please listen to very carefully. I have totally commanded and conquered in 2016 due to the business chambers. It's changed everything for my business. It's allowed me to not only just meet new people, but of all the awesome friends that I have that was once struggling like I did, I can invite them into the chambers and give them a really great opportunity to really keep their businesses going again. I'll tell you why in very simple terms. You got New South Wales Business Chamber, Parramatta Chamber, British Chamber. I can talk about chambers all day. Made so much money out. They've been fantastic. I'll tell you why. You go to an event. It's full of successful professionals. Got heaps of millionaires, business owners, top corporates there. If you're going to these events all the time and you're meeting a stack of people, you don't have to do this forever. I'll look at it this way. You go to an event. I'll meet 20 people. You go to a few events a week. If I meet 40, 60 people, I only need one of them to turn around and hire me, and that's it. I'm happy, I'm successful. It's been just amazing. Now, what I've found is, I just want to bring it back to the website, how that works. As you meet people, they don't just hire you on the spot. They will add you on LinkedIn, you'll connect with them on Facebook, they'll check out your website and everything. So I want to point out, as I present information to you, I'm not trying, and this is, I probably should have said this earlier, I'm not trying to present information to you in the respect that this strategy is better than that strategy. And I'm not, if I do come across that way, I apologize in advance. I'm not saying this is better than the other. Everything is important, and like chair legs, they all come together to support a similar objective. I cannot stress that enough. But the business networking has been just fantastic because people hire me directly, you make new friends, or what it is that you just stay in people's minds. So when they need you, they think of hiring you. It's just been absolutely amazing. I said this before, some of the top events in Sydney. Oh, Cameron, I can see you putting up your hand. It's great. Just message me through the chat box what you've got, and I can process it. So love your work, Cameron. Cameron's going to be our star tonight with some great content. Top events in Sydney. I love New South Wales Business Chamber, Australian British Chamber of Commerce. There's quite a few good events on Meetup, actually. It takes a bit of, some of them are rubbish, well, a lot of them are rubbish, but Bizruption's fantastic. There's a few great social events where you can meet people. American Chamber of Commerce, Parramatta Chamber of Commerce. I also want to add to this just verbally, Manly Chamber of Commerce, Chatswood Chamber of Commerce. There are massive chambers across Sydney which give amazing networking opportunities, and you get the smaller ones. So you get that whole scale and dynamic nature. It's just fantastic. Here's an actual photo from me taken last year. This was actually at New South Wales Business Chamber. We all look beautiful there. There's beautiful Alexi, you've got June, you've got Laura, and you've got your lovely Commander Zia wearing an army hat. Now, you just have a look around me. Look how not only attractive we all are, but everyone's in suits. Everyone is successful professionals. Now, whether people hire you or not can depend on a lot of things in your business model and all that. But one thing I can tell you, and this is what I will tell you, my wonderful friends, and I will say this very clearly, you get a lot of referrals because as you make friends with people, I'll use an example. Lovely lady there, Laura. She does very well. She runs a children's entertainment company. Now, we're going very well. We're great friends. She is not a client. She may never hire me, and I may never hire her. But we promote each other and we introduce people to each other and we support each other. And to me, that's where you've got to think about these environments. You've got to think about them in that multi-purpose manner. Hold on a second. I'm just going to drink some mineral water. I need a blueberry. If you've got any questions, please ask me right now. Oh, that's good. I got the aircon on me, but the mineral water's warming up. Don't you hate that? Next time I have to get some ice. Anyway, there's another photo. I just want to give us an example. Now, this is the awesome Maggie Tran. Now, amazing Vietnamese character. Now, this was a long story. I actually met someone in a cafe for a coffee chat, and I caught her eavesdropping on our conversation. Anyway, she wasn't eavesdropping out of malice. She was eavesdropping out of pure interest. And we just had a chat after I finished my coffee chat with the potential client-to-be. And we actually connected on Facebook, became friends, and she even invited me to a massive launch in her business this Wednesday night. Now, the point I'm making here, and this actually happened to me quite funnily enough at Costco. Long story short, I had to do a mad run to Costco before the actual webinar. I bumped in, I'm not shitting you. I am not shitting you whatsoever. Not kidding. While I was running around with 4 to 8 kilos Huggies, girl nappies, dashing back to my car to make it back in time to talk to you wonderful people, I bumped into an old person who bumped into me at a networking event. They go, Ed. And we started talking. I only had about like 45 seconds. I literally had to run and gun to get home in time to run the webinar. And he goes, Ed, I'm now targeting corporates. I need you to look at my website. Give me a call in the morning. And he gave me his business card. That's just fantastic. So what I'm saying is that the reason I'm bringing this up, please don't just be myopic and think, it's just networking events. No, networking is everywhere. And I can't stress that enough. Please keep that in mind. It's just so important. Here's just another example as well. This sort of, I actually, I did, probably won't, I don't think I'll have time this year with how busy my business is, but in 2016, I was very privileged to be TEDx mentor. There's Fast Ed Halmagi off TV, great guy, me and the team. So I did this for 2 full days with the awesome team from the Northern Sydney Institute. Great people. And it was a different way of networking because instead of going to a networking event per se, I was helping them out at TEDx. And it was just amazing connecting with a lot of amazing people in that regard. So the reason why I'm bringing this up, yes, I swear by the chambers. Yes, I think almost everyone should go to the chambers. I can't, they don't, do they, everyone asks, do the chambers pay you? Well, actually, one of them do, but they pay me for consulting. They don't actually pay me to bring the members. So no, I do not get commissions or paid if you join, but by God, I wish I did. But no, I seriously don't. They're just amazing because now, one thing I want to point out is that the chambers give you an opportunity to meet people. That's all they give you. It's your job to impress them. It's your job to have a great website, have a great brand, have a clear edge, know what you're talking about, be able to get across what you do. Very, very important. And I just cannot stress that enough. Have you got any questions, friends? Please get them through camera and get me through your pitch so I can talk about it. And I think Maggie might be on the line. Anyway, hello, Maggie, if you are. I'll say hello to Maggie later. Now, I've done whole webinars on this. I can't spend too much time on these. We only got about 5 to 10 minutes left before I got to take questions and wind things up. But social media domination, it's powerful. Look, in Australia, look, Facebook and LinkedIn, okay? Yes, you've got Instagram, you've got Twitter, you've got Tumblr, you've got Snapchat, but the domineering platforms are Facebook and LinkedIn. Now, if you're not on one or both of these platforms, you got to have a good reason to do that. They're both incredibly good. Now, again, I love Instagram, love all the other platforms, but again, I'm talking about the lowest hanging fruit in the big platforms here. Facebook is fantastic. You don't need me to justify that to you. It's great for community building, getting out paid ads and that sort of thing. And LinkedIn to me is more about personal one-on-one business connections. That's the way I tend to use them. I'm honestly not a fan of the advertising side of LinkedIn, unless you're a corporate. For corporates, it's amazing. For small businesses, it can be quite harder to run with. But it gives great one-to-one connections. So, for example, you go to a networking event, meet lots of people, you add them all. And Facebook is great for broadcasting information. This is me. I didn't shave over the weekend. This is me actually promoting this webinar. It's an example of quite a hammy video, but they do work. Here are just some of my stats from Facebook. Works incredibly well. So in the past 28 days, I took the screenshot yesterday, I've reached over 61,000 people, only spending $10 a day. Okay, so I'm not spending hundreds, $10 a day. Look at those numbers. Isn't that amazing? It's just fantastic. This is just an example of something a little bit more serious, a little bit more professional. Me and the awesome Susan Jones. Now, you notice that this post got seen by 613 people. Facebook gives amazing stats. Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that amazing, the exposure that we can get? Going to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is great. Here is my professional profile, which is incredibly good. Now, what I like doing, as I mentioned this before, is as I go to business networking events, I like adding people as I meet them. It's great to stay connected. I find LinkedIn is great for staying connected in a real business regard. There's Twitter as well. I don't usually, look, I love Twitter. I do really well on Twitter. I don't usually recommend it. It's for advanced users or if you're in the techie space. But if you are interested in Twitter, just let me know. Twitter has a lot of political crazy shit on there, or at least my experience of it. Now, email marketing, I did a webinar on this. It's fantastic. If you are on my list, you'll get lots of emails from me because email marketing is great for leverage communication. It's great for nurturing. It's great for reactivation. You can use a free MailChimp account. I've got about 2,600 people in my database. And you'll notice it's grown a lot lately. And you notice here, friends, here's just 2 samples of emails I've sent out. The one on the left is more of a gallery email with a few options saying here's what's going on. And the one on the right is quite tactical. Sign up to my webinar. Usually I recommend monthly, fortnightly, or weekly emails depending on your business and your business strategy. Now, it's critical to build your email list. Now, this did very well for me because I'd have people on my email list. I'd add them, forget about them. 6 months later, they reply to an email and they sign me up. Please use emails. Reactivating and nurturing is everything. The other one as well is trusted friends and partners. It sort of extends on the business networking. This is my friend Igor from Russia. He's from Siberia. I can't do the accent well. He actually gave me a Vladimir Putin calendar. Great guy. I've got the Vladimir Putin calendar on my desk behind me. Now, the reason is that he owns an IT company, like a corporate IT company. He's got Qantas as a client, amazing guy. And what's fascinating is that he's referred me some amazing clients. He actually referred me the awesome guy from Queensland. Great guy to work with, very blessed. So trusted friends and partners are critical. And it's like that too. I haven't been able to refer Igor or anything because he works in a very particular niche of the market, but I've done whatever I can to repay the debt and really support him. So I just want to get that out there. Make friends, refer each other to business, and it extends to that. Here is a bit of a crazy shot that was taken last year. This is us at one of our business networking events before they got a lot bigger. We're actually way bigger now. Correction, at one of our marketing workshops. This is us having fun and a good time and getting to know each other. Running your own workshops is a great move too. This is more of a serious photo. This is for Michael Mekataran, who's the president of Paramount Chamber. We've got awesome Angie on the right. Then, of course, you've got ours truly. This is more of a business environment. And this brings me into the next point, running free and valuable events. It works incredibly well. I try and run events, subtracting Christmas and weird stuff. I like to run events every fortnight. You can run free events. We've got a meetup group. Now, if you're interested, just let me know. I can invite you. I've actually got an event. I've got a workshop coming up next Tuesday from memory. Might be the Tuesday after. But anyway, feel free to send me an email and I can send you that. Here's an example of Commander Martha Arafin at one of our events doing well. Now, running free workshops, we get venues pretty much for free because we're nice people and we promote other people and all that. If you can get the venue for free, run free workshops. It is great money in it. I don't care if you're doing property or real estate or accounting or coaching or mentoring or helping people become wealthy through abundance training. It works just great. Another one as well, and I want to make this point, then I'm going to attack it as well. Public relations and speaking. Now, I love speaking at events. Speak at as many events as you can and try and get popular. It's good to try and get into the mainstream media as well, okay? If you can get into the mainstream media, God bless you. However, I'll come back to the however in a minute. Awesome Joel Curtis got on with Kylie and Jackie O. And of course, my friend Annie Sophia, who's a style coach, got into the papers. Good on them. God bless them and power to them. Now, speaking at events is great as you get more successful. Getting into mass media is just fantastic. However, I just want to point this out. This is me taking a photo, drinking a cup of tea on Facebook. This reached 408 people. I love mass media. I support mass media and try and get into it. But remember, it can be a lot of work. And I've only had a few bites and nibbles there on mass media, and I know exactly why, because a lot of people think I'm a little bit out there, and they probably think I'm too out there for TV. Who knows? I might be wrong. I might get a big TV gig tomorrow. But the thing that I've noticed, and going back to earlier, I get seen over 50,000 times a month on Facebook. Whether I get on TV or not, I really actually don't care anymore. It used to be a big deal for me, but now I don't care because I've managed to create it myself. So even though I am pro exposure and getting on the media, I equally want to say to you, don't hang your hat on that because you can do it yourself these days. And also mass media is not, you don't need me to tell you this, just look at their ratings. Mass media is not as powerful as it used to be, nor is it influential. And I think that really got shown in the Trump election. Hollywood, the whole mass media could not stop Trump with Twitter and Facebook. And I can understand why. So I make this point, but I also want to hedge that point as well. But again, if you can do it, please do it. Just don't spend too much time on it. You know what I mean? High return, high return, high return, high return. Now, also as well, you got to keep involving in marketing, and remember, it's only as good as your reflexes. So there you go. 2017 has begun. You got to move fast. We're already running out of time. I've got a few honorable mentions, and I'm going to go back and do a quick rally. Then I'm going to wrap up the webinar in terms and show you how I can help you. Now, please move fast and don't screw around. Okay, you have to get straight into it. Direct selling does suit some businesses quite. I didn't go into direct selling because it doesn't suit a lot of people. It freaks out a lot of people. But in some businesses, it does work well. If you need a hand with that, let me know. I do a lot of sales training. Number 3, telemarketing. Now, I didn't mention this as its own slide because only some people use it. One of my clients is about to get into it. It works incredibly well, especially for high-value purchases and niches. Make sure as well you've got the right staff. So if you're in a company with a few staff or you're in a bigger company, you might hire staff to help you, which is incredibly good. Don't let your wins or losses get to you. Now, I don't want to spend too much time talking about mindset and all that because, again, I'm a marketing mentor. I'm not like a mindset. I'm not Tony Robbins, right? I'm a marketing mentor, so I don't want to go too far off, too far off the reservation. But that's very important. And please think profit, not sales. Like, of course, you got to get sales. Point 7, you got to keep your pipeline full. I endorse that. I encourage it. But please, 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 wonderful friends, think about profit, not sales. You've got to think profitability. It's very important. I can't stress enough. Now, Awesome Cameron has sent through his pitch. And we're going to go through it together and we're going to chop it up together. So we're going to go into it now, friends. It's going to be a little good. It's a little bit of a change of things. But Karen Navini, say hello to him. And I'm just going to read it out and I'm just going to give him some critique live. He's a great man. So let's read out his pitch together. I met him on Friday for Ice Cream we talked about. Six-Figure Mentors is a business education marketing system which allows the individual to promote six-figure mentors to earn revenue as an affiliate or use the knowledge promotes one's own product or services. The knowledge gain saves one lots of time to avoid expensive mistakes, especially in the beginning. It also has other benefits too, such as live training, webinars, momentum days, and boot camps, and personal coaching. Okay, Cameron, I think you did a very high level and great job of that. I think you've conceptually got it there, but you've got to shorten it and make it sexier and more powerful. I'll just read it out again for everyone. And Cameron, Six-Figure Mentors is a business education marketing system which allows the individual to promote six-figure mentors to earn revenue as an affiliate or use the knowledge to promote one's own products or services. The knowledge gain saves one lots of time to avoid expensive mistakes, especially in the beginning. Okay, the way I would say, I'm just going to take a shot off the hip right now, awesome friends. I would say, hey, my name's Cameron. I'm from Six-Figure Mentors. I'm part of a business marketing company. And what I have is a great program that can help you get better at your own marketing, and also as well it can help you better promote your own services and also help you earn an affiliate income. Contact me to learn more. That's how I would personally go about it. There's some information there just in case. So hope that helps, Cameron. You're doing great. But what I'd say is that's pretty good. I'd work on shortening it and, of course, practice it when you get out there. So there you go, friends. We're a little bit over time. It's been just such an amazing webinar. I'm just going to quickly just go back and just give a quick bit of commentary, and then we're going to wind up for the evening. So thank you. It's been really good, this one. Really gone a lot of detail. Okay. 10 strategies. Get your edge right. Sound brilliant and sound wonderful. Get a great logo, have great colors, and look brilliant. Have a beautiful, high-converting website. I can't stress that enough. Hit the chambers. High-value business networking matters. Facebook or LinkedIn, conquer in Australia. Email marketing, MailChimp Premium, get into it. It's just fantastic. Get trusted friends and partners. Free events, free webinars, speak at events. Get mainstream media attention if it's not going to slay you doing that. But remember how powerful it is yourself. And of course as well, there you go. Pleasure, Cameron. Good luck to you, man. Here to help. Love your work. 2017 has begun. It's a race for the crown. Get into it. I've gone through the honourable mentions, and I just want to say a big acknowledgement to a lot of the content that I've used as well. I just want to give a massive shout out to South Park, Eric Hartman, Joel Curtis, Annie Sophia, Gordon Ramsay, Boom Beach, Martha Arafin, Vault Boy, anyone I use, Spock, XCOM 2, thank you. I really appreciate it. Also as well, thank you for attending tonight's live webinar. Feel free to have a great evening. I'm just going to go through a few ways I can help you. If you haven't already started working with me, I'd love to help you. I can create your marketing, and I can help you create your marketing strategy and plan. I can mentor, motivate, and inspire you. I can help you get your key strategies off the ground. It could be your website, email marketing, Facebook, LinkedIn, pitch, mindset. I've got the awesome Marketing Vault mentoring program, which is a great way that I can work with you, and I highly recommend. Now, I've got a few free resources. Please check out my website where you can read my blog called The Edward Files. I write daily stories. Scroll down the bottom of my website. You can join my email database or let me know and I can add you. Pleasure, Kelvin. Great seeing you. You can check out the homepage of my website where you can get free access to Module 1 of my awesome Marketing Vault. And, of course, you can follow me on Facebook. And as well, of course, my friends, I'd love you to go premium if you can. Awesome Marketing Vault is just $97 a month. It is amazing value. You can sign up right now. You can ring me up. I can help sign you up for you. With credit card, $97 a month. Check out my website. This gives you access to my knowledge base and archive full of videos, guides, strategies, and it gives you unlimited email and Facebook Messenger access to me. So I'm there mentoring you just for $97 a month. If you want more, please check out the mentoring tab on my website. So anyway, thank you, friends. This is a massive thanks from Edward Zier. Thank you to everyone for the help. It's been a great evening. Love your work. Thank you, Wayne. You people are wonderful. And join me for my next webinar. So I'm going to talk about high converting websites and lead pages because it is very important. Stay awesome. Just let you know as well, I'm going to get the recording up this evening. And it'll be going out to the database tomorrow. Got any questions, please email me, call me, add me on Facebook, LinkedIn me, please hire me because I love helping you get successful. Thank you so much, friends. Have a fantastic evening. If you're watching this recording, email me. I'm here to help you win. Love your work. Stay awesome. And I'll talk to you all later.